And yeah, let's waste no time. Get going. I see people joining in. So meanwhile, let me introduce ourselves. So yeah, we are Ivan and Malika, and we're gonna host today's collective call that we hold actually every Tuesday and Thursday, yeah. And basically, yeah, we connect brilliant minds into local community and sharing some brilliant ideas here. And yeah, let people know about groundbreaking startups, projects, etc. So yeah, as of today, we got two amazing projects to present to you guys and show their ideas. So yeah, first we got Žygimantas, founder of Tolkien Tales Play, and also got, I believe, Ilia from eSIMhub BD. So yeah, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And yeah, how we usually do that. So we have 5 minutes for the pitch part to share presentation and stuff, and 10 minutes for Q&A section where we ask questions and answer them. So yeah, you got the idea. For your convenience, we'll add a timer to keep track of time. And yeah, just remind you guys, be respectful and be professional. So as always, if you have any questions, just feel free to raise your hand or just leave your questions in the chat. You'll be happy to do that. So yeah, I believe you do. And yeah, just I think we can start with Žygimantas. And yeah, passing the mic to you whenever you're ready. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, so I'll just start how Look Until start. So basically, I wanted to adopt a second cat, and I saw the sad reality of cat shelters in Lithuania, and we built a team of 13 team members and started building, realizing the idea of creating a gaming hub that takes care of cats as well. And we are solving the problem in Web3 where their attention is low. Once rewards runs out, basically users vanishes and project becomes dead. And the most important, we don't have too many utilization of NFTs, and we're bringing a lot of them as we're creating a gaming hub which has a lot of games. And the most important, we are Web3 driven from a utility perspective. And in the gaming hub, we have a lot of mini games in which you can adopt your cat, take care of your cat, earn coins with it, and roll into quests. And right now we're working on a PvP game, which is more like a cooperation game where you need to join in a single session with other NFT cats and their owners, and to fulfill a mission of clearing all the map, defeating the enemies, and saving a cat at the end of the map. But we are focusing on the social perspective of the game. We worked with a lot of game designers to make it work. Our target region is Asia, and we really like our game from this is retro, Tamagotchi style, and we love it. And from NFT perspective, each NFT will be linked to a fetal cat and a shelter, and we're providing 100% of revenue of NFT cat sales. And we have several income flows. One of them is business-to-business questing. For example, Cat Gold Mine is making around 400K a month only from that perspective. And we did market research on our competitors, and we saw a possibility on how to grow fast organically and leveraging our noble mission, as we're going to use the communities of each cat shelter and create a content management system for them to be onboarded. And also we're going to have different types of NFTs. So enchantments will be able to upgrade your NFT cat, wearables and consumables. Wearables will just be cosmetic, and consumables will give certain in-game abilities for a short-term period, as we are destructible upon usage. And also merge. We want to create tradable assets connected with NFT cat, so bracelets and plush toys. Yeah, I'll skip that part. And basically, we have two core utilization methods that we want to leverage using our token. One is stake to craft. So you'll be able to stake your tokens, and based on the duration and the amount, you'll be given a certain NFT. And PvP staking. So you'll be able to challenge other player to play against you, and who wins gets stake tokens. And through our roadmap, we have reward integration, which is coming. Clash of Clans game, and also a Crochet expansion and onboarding of multiple cat shelters. So we are proficient in Web3 gaming. We have prior experience. I have worked as I'm a technical founder on the Web3 games myself, and we have all the skills in-house to achieve and to build what we want. We already have 37 1,000 players, and we have several partners which are big and helps us really a lot. And we have like a clear mission of what, when, and how should be achieved. Yeah, so we're just racing right now what we need. We calculated and checked our built our financial model, estimated with like our advisors, as we help a lot with business development. We have a lot of projects prior to token tails that we advised, and the idea that we want to scale worldwide by onboarding multiple shelters, as each shelter has over 1,000 on average community members, and it'll be really easy to go viral with that strategy that we have. Yeah, thanks. That's a short intro.
Yeah, as I said before, it's time for Q&A section. Feel free to address your questions to the speaker whenever means you want to, raising your hand or in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask how many? Oh, okay. Yeah, just very quick. How many games do you have now? And you said that there are 37,000 users, right? Are they do you have the most popular game? And
so the idea that we're creating Gaming Hub, which is a single game, but you'll be able to play and enroll into different activities. So we have 4 right now, but we're working on the 5th, which will be our core one, because based on that, you still will be ranked in a certain position and will get additional rewards. And the most playable game right now is Get Bastards, and on Telegram, as we are cross-platform. You can play Token Tales on both Telegram and browser, but we want to expand to Play Store, App Store, Epic Game Store, and Steam as well.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Alan, please go ahead. We have a raised hand.
Yeah, hi. Thank you. So I wonder, do you target a specific user group, or do you have a user persona in mind?
Yeah, we have 3 personas, and we have also geolocations in which we are targeting. So South Korea, Japan, China, and Vietnam right now, our target geolocations. And once we will release Clash of Clans PvP game, which is cooperation game, will target Eastern European and North America as well. And personas are Web3 gamers right now mostly, but we want to target Web2 gamers, as we have created seamless onboarding so that every person can just start playing without any hassle, as account wallet created on server side to play with. And also retro gamers who loved pixel art games, especially Tamagotchi, as it's booming right now, and we just got sold already in the Asia region. So timing in terms of market right now is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see the design is very cute. So what are you're gonna specifically target female Web3 users, things like that. Okay. So sorry, another quick follow-up question is I see on your slide you mentioned is that you funded by the OpenAI Startup Fund? I thought that's a AI related project only. So do you have something I don't know, in your project utilize AI, or why you are sort of associated with that fund?
With AI, yeah, we want to create interactive cats that communicates with you on your behalf based on your interactions.
Okay, so your project is funded by them, or is
they're our partners?
Okay, I see. Thank you.
Thanks. And we also got a question from the chat. I'll read that. So what incentives keep users engaged long term?
So the game itself, as we're going to have a lot of in-game things, so that user will be motivated to keep playing, keep getting their position up, to get a special avatar will be highlighted in our leaderboard. Plus we have multiplier, and based on position, your points will be multiplied by a specific position you are. So that's another thing. And stick to craft mechanism, you'll be able to earn coins and also leverage these coins to also build your own NFTs out of it. So enchantments, wearables, consumables, all of these NFTs can be crafted. And on top of that, PvP staking is really engaging, as it's really ultra competitive from that perspective, as you'll need to stake your tokens in order to play that game, and also to challenge other player. And it's a skill-based game. But on top of that, we want to really leverage that cooperation spirit in game, so that you won't need to risk anything and just enjoy the game. So that Clash of Clans, that game where you need to free the cat at the end of the map together with your fellows, that's actually really essential to us from like a gamer motivation type perspective. So this is the most important part. And these mini games that we have created already are just like enhancements to that experience, so that the user will feel like a real connection with his cat. He'll be able to feed it, play with it, and also to take care of it like as a real cat. As on top of that, we want to push one marketing initiative that we are building, so that if real cat will be saved, which is linked with your NFT cat, you'll be given a plush toy to represent that you helped to save that cat.
Oh, that's a cool feature. Really like that. And yeah, actually, I wanted to address one. So can you elaborate more on tokenomics, because you've skipped that part? But yeah, we obviously got time, so can you tell us about that more?
Yeah, so basically for seed round, it's 2 cents per token, and for public it's 3 cents per token. And our public is mostly allocated already to the launchpads as Downmaker, Pulse Finance, BRC Starter, Sports Network, Magic Square, as we want to diversify between different ones in order to leverage the community that we have, because like every investor on these IDOs basically checking out the project, and we have a high retention rate in the Asia region. So we're targeting these launchpads that are on Asia mostly, and it helps us also, like it will help us to bring a lot of users without spending too much money as well, as it will work as like a marketing campaign. Plus on top of that, we'll be going to onboard a lot of users and raise our public round. Yeah, so it has different vesting schedules, and so for public it's linear vesting for 8 months with 30% released on TGE, as our FDV is really low, only 2 million, and 1.37 valuation for seed round, as we want to just raise what we need in order to do what we want, and to grow from that point of view, as our idea is not just to start with high market valuation and to try to fight off all of the selling pressure, but to raise only what we need in order to do what we want. So that's what we are doing.
All right, cool. So guys, do we have more questions? This is the last time we can do that. So yeah, if not, I guess, yeah, we can end it right now. So thanks, Žygimantas, for presenting your project. Wish you best of luck. And yeah, moving on to the second project, because we got 2 of them, obviously. We got Ilia from eSIMhub BD. So yeah, whenever you're ready, passing the mic to you.
Well, I definitely am. Hello, dear colleagues. Pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
In the next 5 minutes, I'll try to give you a brief understanding of eSIMhub.com project. It's really easy. It's really transparent. So you'll understand it clearly. I hope so. So we'll start with the team. The project is backed by the team which has deep roots in traditional telecom Web2 business. So they've been doing this for over 10 years. And among those 10 years, the past 3 years, they were looking at Ton Telegram ecosystem, trying to establish this correlation between retail clients and their area of business process. Because before that, they were mainly focusing on B2B segment, right? And as a wholesale resellers, wholesale suppliers of roaming traffic, mobile roaming traffic, they decided to move to Telegram to catch a little bit of that B2C segment of business. So this solution from them was really, really natural. What problem do we solve? We basically solve the problem of internet connection abroad. So when you come abroad, if you don't have any service switched on, or if you don't have any local SIM card or international roaming switched on, you don't have internet connection. So in this case, you cannot call or text message or do whatever you got used to do, right? Especially if you're on a business trip and you have several locations up front, like you're visiting several countries, several cities, and so on and so forth. So while being abroad, you can solve this particular problem by utilizing several approaches. The first one, you can switch your home region's roaming on, which is really expensive. Otherwise, you can try to search for some public Wi-Fi hotspots. They're definitely too slow, and sometimes you're unable to log in without a local number, which is absurd from my point of perspective, right? You can definitely go and buy yourself a local SIM card, which is a good solution, but you need to share your personal data. You need to find some seller, right? And if you buy a physical SIM card, you need a place to collect those stamps somewhere in your pocket or in your wallet somewhere, I don't know. And there definitely are some popular travel solutions like Airalo, for example. And the problem with them is unused leftovers. I'll be more specific about that later on, because we do not sell mobile packages. We do it as per megabyte billing, right? And usually you have to buy a separate eSIM for each country you visit. Those are the 4 problems here. And by telling you about the whole stack of problems, I want to mention on the type of target audience we're focusing. Basically, all the international travelers are our target audience, except probably the relocators, because the people who are relocating for quite a long period of time, they would rather go and buy a local SIM card. So, because sometimes it could be cheaper for them if they stay in a country for like 6-9 months, a year and more. Okay, moving forward. So what solution do we offer for these problems? We offer a one-stop global connectivity service straight in your pocket, right in your favorite Telegram. We like that because that's the real trend, being super app user, right? So our SIM card seamlessly switches between 180 plus countries and automatically activates when you cross your home region borders. And moreover, it switches in between the countries when you shift the location, right? So for example, your trip is New York, London, Peking, Dubai, and back to New York. And when you switch each of the regions, your SIM card inside your pocket switches automatically to the local operators, right? And we also offer per megabyte billing, as I mentioned above. Instead of unused package leftovers, all the retail sellers of mobile traffic offer you some very economically efficient packages, which they definitely are not, because according to the statistics, you simply don't use up to 40% of the prepaid volume in a 7-day, especially in a short-term package, 7-day package, like 2 weeks package, and so on. So why Telegram? Not going to stop here. You understand that clearly. So Telegram is a trend. It has a massive audience, and it's really convenient for you since they tend to be a super app, right? A little bit about our competitors. We took a couple of those like Airalo or Mobile. Mobile is a Telegram mini app, which is basically made in Telegram, right? And we compared the pricing. As you may see, we position ourselves among top 3 pricing solutions in terms of international roaming. But our competitive advantages are that we don't have any expiration date. As I told you above, we offer per megabyte billing, and we are not correlated with some kind of packages. And we don't have any limitations in terms of countries. You don't have to buy SIM card for each country. But that's the brief understanding of the pricing. Yeah, just to finalize, to conclude that we've got the 2 apps in Telegram. The first one is the core one, which sells eSIM, and the second one is a gaming app, which onboards you to the core one and allows you to farm real megabytes of real internet. And that's basically it if we stop.
Guys, feel free to just any questions. Speaker to and while we're waiting, you can actually tell us a bit more about the app, about those 2 options that you got there. So I'm really curious how it works, because to me that seems like unreal. But you can obviously tell me more about that, how the internal processes work.
The basic thing is that you have a core app where you buy a SIM card, right, an eSIM, and the second one, as I told you, is a gaming app, which is an onboarding app for us. And the killing feature in the onboarding app, that's the play turn game, where you have the mascot, you have the narrative and things like that, which you get accustomed to. I mean, farming some in-game currency, right, which is going to be converted into an airdrop later on. But that's not a killer feature. The killer feature is that you can farm real megabytes of real internet, which you can use in your SIM card or otherwise sell on a P2P exchange, which we're going to develop later on. And the last point here, which I didn't have time to tell you about, is that this gaming app will be evolving into a travel super app. As far as to get the initial audience, right, and we show the tracking to our investors and to, which is more important, to a Web2 travel business, right? We're going to establish these partnerships with Web2 travel companies, like the companies that provide tickets, hotels, routes, I don't know, car rental, and so on and so forth. And we will evolve our gaming app into a travel super app. And in this case, we'll deliver some audience from Web2 into Telegram and Ton ecosystem. That's my point.
Okay, thanks. And we got a raised hand from Andreas. Oh, please go ahead.
Hi, everyone. So I jump right into it. Great pitch. I really love the project, and I can identify myself with the problem. As a person who is traveling a lot, I feel as I am exactly the target group for it. So thanks for pitching it, Ilia. I have a question. I assume it's a token project, so you will probably create your own token as well. How is it fitting into your business model, and how do you think you can create value to the token itself?
Thank you very much for your question, sir. The point is that token itself is not a priority for us, as we call that. As I call that as an ex-market maker, project first, token later, right? So we are focused on developing a good project, but in terms of utility, token will be used across all our ecosystem. Like you can buy megabytes, you can buy eSIM by that, you can trade, you can stake that. So the token will be used within eSIMhub.ton ecosystem. But for now, you just buy your SIM cards and megabytes for USDT on Ton network.
Awesome, thank you.
We have another hand raised. Please, Alan.
Hey, Ilia, this is a very interesting idea. So I wonder what's the process for a new user to use your service? Like, could you briefly, talk about it, like steps? If I want to use your service, what's the steps?
Thank you, Alan. There are practically no steps. You just enter the application. For example, you're deciding to come up to Dubai for next couple of events, which is going to be occurred like in Dubai, like Blockchain Live or Ton Gateway, whatever. You just enter the application, scan the QR code, and you are in. Definitely, I mean, connect your wallet, because as I mentioned, I probably forgot to mention, you have a single balance, right? You connect your wallet, you travel across all the countries, and your per megabyte billing is being deducted from your overall balance on your wallet. That's the point. So you connect your wallet, you scan the QR code of a SIM card, and you are in for the core product. For the gaming product, it's just up to you. You can do nothing, just enter the gaming application, click farm, and you're going to farm real megabytes of real internet, which we can use, or otherwise sell to some other people who are going to use that if you don't need those. But if you're an active player of play to earn game, you can have fun and play and farm some in-game currency. That's it. So the process is really easy. I mean, you understand the whole process like in 5 minutes. Nothing complicated.
So say I'm using Verizon in the US. So I just purchased using my wallet to purchase the balance, right? And then when I travel to Dubai, I'm gonna just switch to the local carrier with the data. Just
like that. You top up your wallet with, let me say, like $10 or $14. $14 is an average average user spending, if I may say so, to begin with. Like you top it up with $14, for example, and when you cross your home region borders, definitely it's no sense to use that within your home region, right? Because you have your operator within the United States. But when you move to Dubai or some other country, it automatically switch to the local operator within this country, and that's it. You don't need to do anything.
So shall I keep the roaming switch on my phone? Or?
Yeah. On your eSIM, definitely, exactly, because you use roaming internet, roaming megabyte. That's why we call that international roaming traffic. I'm sorry.
And I'm still having the same number, say, in the with the Verizon, right?
In terms of number, it's not that simple. You're not tied to any specific number, to be honest, because you're not spending any minutes, any package with minutes. You are not calling via mobile, you are calling through internet connection. You understand that? So using LTE internet to call through like WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber, whatever you use. So you're not tied to any specific number in this regard. You just use it as a hotspot, right? For mobile, for 4G internet connection. And then you use it wherever you want.
Thanks, Alan. Yeah, can I just, can you clarify, Ilia? So it's not a substitution of my main SIM card. I'm still having my SIM card installed in the phone, but also I'm using the eSIM card while traveling.
Yes, absolutely, Malika. It's like basic eSIM, which is not tied to any specific number. You just use it for 4G internet connection hotspot when you cross your home region. It's not a substitute for your domestic SIM card.
Okay.
And it's and as I mentioned above, since we're getting connected to each local operator, each local hub in each country, right? In each jurisdiction, if I may say so, you cannot compete in terms of pricing with the local physical SIM card retailers. You understand what I mean? So you go and buy a local SIM card. It could be cheaper, but you have to waste time. You have to disclose your personal data. It could be a mess, honestly. Like when I just have an example, when I was living in Turkey for for like 60 months. Okay, so I was amused to see a different tariff each time I come to the store, right? So this month I buy for like $10 this particular tariff, and the second month I'm returning back to pay this again. It's going to cost like $15, and the conditions will change and the terms are different. So it's kind of a mess for me, right? And this solution solves these problems. But if you are a relocator, or if you are a long-term tourist, like if you come to a country for 6 months or a year and so on, you'd rather buy a local SIM card because it could be cheaper for you. That's the point.
I see. Thank you. Yeah. And again, Alan, please go ahead.
Sorry, last question. So I wonder if you have to sign an agreement with the local, internet data provider for each country, or how do you can achieve this like a 180 country coverage? Seems a lot.
I'm not deeply involved in the technical infrastructure here because my colleagues developed all this. You as a client, you just sign the basic terms and agreement, and that's it. And speaking about the whole infrastructure, since the servers and the whole infrastructure is located in Europe, to be honest, because they are really tied up with the big giant in Web2 telecom. It's not a secret. I can name the company. It's called Lang Telecom Company. You can check this out. That's the big one in Europe. So I don't know the technical stuff, but to be honest, you don't have to sign or switch or verify any conditions for each country. You just have the list of countries covered, right? And if your destination is within this list, then it's easy peasy for you.
Okay, thanks. I think we can discuss countless times all the technical nuances and stuff, but we got actually time for the last question, and that goes from the chat. So what makes your eSIM pricing competitive with top providers? And by the way, what a cute cat was from Žygimantas, sorry.
Can you repeat the question, please? I didn't get it.
What makes your eSIM pricing competitive with top providers? I know we already discussed that, but you can make that shorter, like all the sweet stuff.
Only one thing: the closest proximity to a wholesale supplier of those internet megabytes, of those roaming internet megabytes. I mean, the guys from Lang Telecom are supplying those worldwide, everywhere, to retail resellers, right? And in this case, my team has direct communication, direct business with these wholesale suppliers, and in this case, they can provide the most appealing pricing policy here. And by the way, using the same approach, we can offer, I didn't mention that, we can offer the gamers to farm up to 1.5 gigabytes of completely free internet per month. That's what we do, because they have this capacity. Guys have this capacity.
Well, looks like a future of like mobile careers, and really like the idea, and wish you best of luck with that. And unfortunately, that's all time we have for Q&A section. Guys, if you want to connect with our speakers, just be mindful that we've got all the necessary information and links in the chat section, so feel free to connect if you want to. And yeah, let's call it an end of the meeting. Thanks everyone for sticking with us, for spending this evening hearing in our collective calls. So thanks our speakers. I want to say a huge shout out to Žygimantas and Ilia. It was a pleasure hearing you guys out. And yeah, Malika, thanks for helping me out. And as always, thanks to all the participants. See you next Thursday, I believe, and Tuesday.
I beg your pardon for interrupting. If someone needs promo codes to test the product, I'll be delighted to share that. Thank you very much. Sorry for interrupting you again.
Thanks. See you next time. Wish you best of luck. And until next time. Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks. See you.
See you
Bye-bye.
guys.